Welcome to the newest edition of The Insider, the ongoing video series that keeps you up to date on all things IPW. I'm your host, J-Rod. We have wrapped up 2022. IPW Cold War took place in Grand Rapids, Michigan at Vanderbilt Cider, and it was one of the best events of the year. In our first match, 2022's most active competitor, Chad Alpha, took on Jason DeMilo. DeMilo, like always, showed glimpses of brilliance, but once again fell victim to his own arrogance and lost the bout as Chad Alpha hit a huge Alpha bomb for the victory. Alpha has become a huge fan favorite in IPW, and we are excited to see what he can do moving into the new year. As for DeMilo, he needs to figure out something new, and he is in dire need of a pick-me-up. DeMilo's last victory was way back in June. The Dark Gentleman came to the ring to campaign for a Michiana title shot, just like he did at Grave Danger. The gentleman got word that Jeremiah Nazareth promised the next Michiana title shot to Jarris Gray, one of his forgotten team members. Jarris Gray and Max Morrison came out to ringside and attempted to sneak attack the Dark Gentleman, but IPW co-matchmaker Jeremiah Goldmain put a stop to that and instead set up a triple threat match between the three on the spot. It looked more like a handicap match, but the Dark Gentleman was ready for it as he pulled off the big win against all odds. A pissed off Jarris Gray would brutalize the Dark Gentleman with his trademark kendo stick until Jamal King rescued the Dark Gentleman. Jeremiah Nazareth almost inserted himself, but had second thoughts when Jamal King welcomed him into the ring. The fans would have to wait until the main event to see this showdown. Next up was the huge iPad on a pole match set between LaDon Sanders and Derek Wolf, or so we thought. LaDon made his way to the ring with thunderous applause from the Grand Rapids crowd. When Wolf's music hit, he was nowhere to be found. His music would fade out and be replaced by Ray Torres. Ray grabbed a microphone and told us that Wolf paid him to do Wolf's dirty work. Sanders surprisingly accepted the match, and in one of the biggest upsets in history, LaDon Sanders found a way to conquer the Giant. Hopefully Wolf can get a refund. He had this to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Derek Wolf coming to you from the other side of the wall in the beautiful Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, where I have been spending my winter smoking cigars and drinking pina coladas. And when it came time to fly back to the States to have an iPad on a pole match with LaDon Sanders, I just decided I'd rather stay in paradise a little bit longer, so I outsourced that work to Ray Torres. Now, I didn't pay Ray to win, I paid Ray to beat, to hurt LaDon Sanders. And, you know, it could have gone a little bit better, but for the most part, he did the job. Now, as we look ahead to 2023, Jeremiah Goldmain, a man filled with integrity, allowed me to keep that deal, unlike that disgusting Josh Raymond. So that means at IPW Rumble, the iPad on a pole match will be happening. And LaDon, I will get my vengeance. You can bank on that.
So for that, our first scheduled match for IPW Rumble on January 28th, Derek Wolf versus LaDon Sanders, iPad on a pole. Will Wolf try to weasel his way out again? Or will we finally see the two former business partners duke it out? At the halfway point of the event, Josh Raymond and Terry Van Avery hosted the usual t-shirt raffle. During the raffle, Raymond took the time to lift Terry Van Avery's suspension. Van Avery has been a consummate professional during his time away from the ring, and his mentor is satisfied with the transformation. Furthermore, Raymond is finally officially confirmed to not have prostate cancer, and our medical team has given him the go-ahead to return to the ring as well. Van Avery is scheduled to wrestle his first match since September at Rumble on January 28th. And we are stoked about it. But even more so, fans are anxiously awaiting the in-ring resurgence of the 2022 Champions of the Year, the Home Team. Fans will remember that Raymond and Van Avery surrendered the tag team titles in July without ever being defeated after a 10-month reign. A showdown between them and current champions Young Cream just might be coming soon. The new IPW champion, Ren Jones, came to the ring to brag about his big victory at Grave Danger 3. Ren was recently named the 2022 IPW Wrestler of the Year, and it was well-deserved. He would be challenged by fan favorite Anderson Knight. Knight was a stern test for the new champion, but Jones would successfully defend his championship with a huge elbow drop. Ren was able to end 2022 the same way he started it, the undisputed IPW champion. IPW Tag Team Champions Keith Cream and Scotty Young defended their titles against red-hot contenders Jimmy Shalwin and Mondo Real. Real Hype has the potential to be the best team in the business, but Young Cream proved why they are the true champions, and Beck Swisher proved why he is one of the best managers in the business. Real Hype was moments away from victory, but the master strategist Beck Swisher had an ace up his sleeve. Cream and Young knew their titles were in jeopardy, so they used the championship's advantage to ensure they would leave with the titles. Scotty Young used his mask as a weapon right in front of referee Gary, leading to a clear disqualification. When champions lose by disqualification or countout, the belts stay right where they are. The genius game planning of Beck Swisher may have lost Young Cream the match, but it saved them the titles. This keeps Real Hype the #1 contenders, and they will get a match at Rumble on January 28th. Finally, our main event. The grudge began when Jeremiah Nazareth tried to recruit Jamal King to the Forgotten. King did not say no to the offer, making Nazareth think King was ready to drink the Kool-Aid. Nazareth and Jarvis Gray attempted to help King win the IPW Championship at Grave Danger 3, but King finally gave Nazareth a firm no in the form of a couple of hard punches, leading to Nazareth costing King the match. Since Nazareth is the reason King lost the IPW title match, it was only fitting that King would get a shot at Nazareth's title, the Michiana Championship. This match would turn out to be one hell of a fight and a clear-cut winner for 2022's Match of the Year. Max Morrison and Jarvis Gray made their presence known during the match, but the Dark Gentleman came to King's rescue and assaulted Jarvis Gray with his own kendo stick to even the odds. The crowd erupted with cheers as Jamal King would use his signature crossface to submit Jeremiah Nazareth and become the new IPW Michiana Champion. If you missed the match, we encourage you to visit our YouTube channel and see it with your own eyes. You will not be disappointed. Following the event, Jeremiah Nazareth demanded that Jarvis Gray bring the Michiana Championship back to the Forgotten. It's still unclear if Jarvis Gray will get the first shot at Jamal King in 2023, as Jeremiah no longer has any power over what happens with that title. Jeremiah Goldmain told Josh Raymond that he would be taking the lead on handling that decision. Love him or hate him, Jeremiah Goldmain has been doing his job quite well here since being appointed co-matchmaker with Josh Raymond. It is clear that Goldmain has made it a point to one-up Raymond every chance he gets. While this may be annoying for Raymond, the matches Goldmain has made have all been great. With Raymond returning to the ring soon, Goldmain may even find himself in a position to get himself even more power while Raymond is distracted. Our first live event of 2023 will take place on Saturday, January 28th at Trinity Martial Arts in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Doors open at 4 p.m. and matches begin at 5 p.m. Stack and Bones Barbecue will set up shop during the event, offering brisket, pulled pork, and even more. Stick around after the show, because we will be offering an after party following the event. We welcome you to watch WWE Royal Rumble with us on a 16-foot screen inside Trinity Martial Arts.